Hello, this is a video on tonguing, in particular for reed instruments and more specifically for sax and clarinet with the single reed. Now, tonguing is something that gives us definition in music and rhythm. I can play a set of notes which are slurred, but if I tongue them, they've suddenly got an impetus. All the notes have got an added impetus to them and rhythm, and we can change that rhythm in any way that we want to. The tonguing also creates a little gap between the notes, and again that helps to define rhythms especially. Now, before we get into the technique, I would actually advise you to go to my video on breathing technique, because tonguing and breath management are inextricably linked. In a sense, you need to be able to breathe, set up the breath in the right way in order to do the tonguing correctly. So perhaps do that first. Now, essentially, we tongue onto the tip of the reed here. Try not to tongue too far down, and certainly don't tongue on to the roof of your mouth, missing the reed altogether, because that is a common problem when people are starting out. And importantly, we need to set up the air pressure. So what we're going to do is just, I'm just going to take you through a kind of slow motion version of this, and we're going to build up the technique. So first of all, I'd like you just to play a note, just starting with the breath. I'm going to do a D. Then you're going to stop the note at some point with your tongue, and the tongue is just going to go onto the reed and basically mute it. Try that out. Sounds like a note in reverse. Okay, I'll just do that again. Now, here's the important bit. When you put your tongue on the reed, hold it there for a couple of seconds and then release it quickly. And that should give you your first proper tongued note. If it doesn't work straight away, if the tongue is a bit sloppy or lazy, try it again and try to make it a real sharp exit or lift off from the reed. Okay, once you've mastered that, go to the middle of the process where we've got the tongue on the reed and we're blowing against it, and that's where you want to be before tonguing any notes. So I'm going there, I'm setting up the air pressure, I've got the tongue on the reed, no sound because the tongue's on the reed, and then a quick release will get the tongued notes. Once you're doing that, you can keep blowing and then do further tongued notes quite easily just by going ta 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 ta. And importantly, you're treating it like a long note. It's not, you're not breathing in between all of the notes. That's exhausting. Okay, so that is what I recommend to do, and then you can try tonguing over different notes. Perhaps take two notes to begin with. Or some scales, but whatever you do, really make sure that you master the art of starting with a clean tongued technique. Hope that's helpful.